In this part of the discussion about normal distribution, we are going to find the area or probability of a region under the standard normal curve. There are 4 cases to be discussed under this topic. In this video, we are going to discuss case number 1. That is area between 0 and any z-score. The corresponding area of the z-value in the z-score table is the probability or the area. Let's have example number 1. Find the area between z equals 0 and z equals 2.25. When we say area between z equals 0 and z equals 2.25, meaning of that, we are going to get the probability or the area from the mean to z equals 2.25. We have defined that the mean of a normal curve is located at the center of the distribution to z equals 2.25, which is on the right side of the curve. If we are going to draw the normal curve, given the z-scores, that is like this. From the mean, which is starting from 0 up to 2.25. Under that, that is shaded. So now, we are going to get or find the area of the shaded area of the normal curve. We have this symbol, meaning we're going to get the area from 0 to 2.25 as the z-scores. So in writing this, all you have to do is to write always, yung sa simula, we have letter P, open parenthesis, yung unang value ng z, which is 0, and then the symbol less than, z less than the second value of z, which is 2.25, and then close parenthesis. Now, to get the area, we have to take note that we will be using the standard normal table for z. The given z there is z equals 2.25. Let us remember that the first column is the first 2 digits of z, which is the given 2.25. That is 2.2. So here. And then on the first row, we have the last digit of the z-score, which is 5. We have 0.05 here. And then get the intersection. That is 0.4878. So in case number 1, the area from the mean or from 0 to 2.25, using this symbol, that is equal to 0.4878, which is, we directly got this from the standard normal table for z. Or in percent, same symbol, we have 48.78%. Thus, the area between z equals 0 and z equals 2.25 is 48.78%, which is the shaded part of the normal curve given in this slide. Example number 2. Find the area between z equals negative 1.23 and the mean. When we say between z equals negative 1.23 and the mean is located at the center of the curve, which is equal to 0. Meaning, we're going to find the area between or from z equals negative 1.23 to z equals 0. If we're going to draw the graph or draw the normal curve, that is like this. We will be starting from negative 1.23, which is on the left side of the normal curve, and then up to 0. Then shade that part of the normal curve. The shaded area is the unknown. To write the symbol, write letter P, meaning the probability of open parenthesis, then the first number from left to right, yung pagsulat niyan, the first number or the first z-score is negative 1.23 less than z less than 0, which is the value of the mean. Then we're going to get that value using the standard normal table for z. The given z is negative 1.23, but then again, in the table, there's no negative number. For us to get the area of negative 1.23, we'll be first omitting the negative sign. Instead, let's consider the positive 1.23 by omitting the negative sign. So in the first column, you're going to identify the first two digits of 1.23. That is 1.2. That is 1.2. And then the last digit is 3. On the first row, that is 0.03. Get the intersection, the area of z equals negative 1.23 up to 0, that is 0.3907. So take note of this number because that is the probability between negative 1.23 and 0. This area is directly from the table. 0.3907 or in percent, that is 39.07%. Thus, the area between z equals negative 1.23 and the mean is 39.07%. Now, it's your turn. Find the area of the following under the normal curve. There are 3 items. Number 1, between z equals 0 and z equals 1.09. Number 2, between the mean and z equals 0.78. And number 3, between z equals negative 2.01 and z equals 0. For the solutions, in number 1, find the area between z equals 0 and z equals 1.09. When we say between z equals 0 and z equals 1.09, that is from the mean to z equals 1.09. The mean is located at the center of the normal curve and 1.09 is at the right side of the normal curve. If we're going to draw the curve, that is like this. From the mean or from 0 to 1.09. In between, you're going to shade this part. For the symbol, that is P, open parenthesis, we started from 0, less than Z, less than 1.09. That is equal to 0.3621 if we're going to use the standard normal table for Z, or in percent, that is 36.21%. Thus, the area between the mean and z equals 1.09 is 36.21%. For number 2, find the area between the mean and z equals 0.78. When we say between the mean and z equals 0.78, that is from z equals 0 to z equals 0.78. If we're going to draw the normal curve that is like this, starting from 0 up to 0.78, that is before positive 1. Writing the symbol in getting the probability, that is P, open parenthesis, 0, less than Z, less than 0.78, and that is equal to 0.2823. This number is from the standard normal table. In percent, that is 28.23%. Thus, the area between the mean and z equals 0.78 is equal to 28.23%. And last number, find the area between z equals negative 2.01 and z equals 0. When we say between z equals negative 2.01 and z equals 0, that is from z equals negative 2.01 to z equals 0, or the mean, which is located at the center. We're going to draw the curve. We're going to start from negative 2.01 up to 0 and then shade that part. For the symbol, to get the area, P, or probability, open parenthesis, we started from negative 2.01, less than z, less than 0, and from the standard normal table for z, that is equal to 0.4778. In percent, that is 47.78%. Thus, the area between z equals negative 2.01 and z equals 0 is 47.78%. Again, take note, if we have the given z as a negative number, just omit the negative sign and then consider the z-score. In this example or in this item, just find in the standard normal table for z the area of z equals 2.01.